we all have it in us, this feeling of something that is wrong, and this is where it comes from. The flat earth is what is the truth and what we've always known, and it's about remembering and waking up to what you already know. Hey friends, welcome back. In today's video I want to talk about this one clip from NASA from the Apollo 11 mission. This video clearly demonstrates to anyone who has common sense, NASA has faked every image of our Earth since the beginning. This is how it all started. This is the first clip of our Earth from a so-called spacecraft, and yeah, so let's just get to the clip. I will play it and then we could talk about it, and I'm going to post the link below. This is the original one I watched when I was first waking up like 2.5 years ago. I just want you guys to see how much we have been fooled. The extent of how fooled we've been is just insane. I knew when I saw this video that nothing that I was told to be was true. The trust that I once had in NASA and the system in general was destroyed from the little that it was even at the time. I obviously had major issues with like politics and war and the whole 9/11 situation beforehand, but this really solidified it for me with the whole space and the shape of the Earth and NASA and scientism and just the whole distraction of this globe Earth that is a complete illusion that was made up by people who you'll see in this video, and let's watch it.
And finally, the element that seals their fate. Of all the footage of Apollo 11 requested from NASA over a 5-year period, one gem was discovered just before the completion of this documentary. An old reel received by mistake. It contains the raw or unedited footage of the crew of Apollo 11, Michael Collins, Edwin Aldrin Jr. and Neil Armstrong, staging part of their mission for nearly an hour in living color, with exceptionally clear behind-the-scenes audio of conversations discussing the techniques used to achieve a disingenuous picture depicting the Earth at a distance, in order to falsely demonstrate their far journey from it and their ability to survive passing through the Van Allen radiation belts. Immediately, Neil Armstrong speaks.
Hello, Apollo 11. Houston, Goldstone says that the TV looks great. Over. Okay, Roger. We're mapping in on Earth.
Again, the illusion they are attempting to create is the Earth at a distance to demonstrate their far journey from it and their ability to survive passing through the Van Allen radiation belts. Understand, too, that only about 20 seconds of this raw footage was ever broadcast to the public, and these conversations discussing their deception were believed to be private. Until now. Here they discuss that these television transmissions were in fact not broadcast live as everyone believed. They were first screened and edited for playback later.
Roger, Neil. We just wanted a narrative such that we can, when we get to playback, we can sort of correlate what we were seeing. Thank you very much.
Here they discuss the fact that they have turned out the lights and have blocked out sunlight from entering the spacecraft through the other windows, as to not cause any reflected light to fall onto the spacecraft's wall in the foreground.
Okay, very good. Well, we shut out the sun coming in some of the other windows into the spacecraft, so it's looking through the number one window, and there isn't any reflected light.
The reason this was done is so that the truth of the matter would not be revealed. It is this. Though the federal government would have you believe that this is a view of Earth from a distance out of the spacecraft's window as it nears the moon, it is not. What they have ingeniously done is placed the camera at the back of the spacecraft and centered the lens on a circular window in the foreground, outside of which it is completely filled with the Earth in low orbit. The circumference of the window then appears to be the diameter of the Earth at a distance, with the darkened walls of the spacecraft appearing to be the blackness of space around it. That is why they wanted the interior dark and blocked out the sun from entering through the other windows. Here you can see the extruded window, probably 2 inches thick at the bottom. This is because the Earth's shine is coming in at a downward angle. It also causes the Earth to appear to be an irregularly shaped circle, for you are seeing the outside of the window at the bottom and the inside of the window at the top, which together form 2 different sized halves of a circle. Subsequently, this take was never used. As they perfected the shot, a crescent-shaped piece of black material was inset slightly into the window to create the illusion of the Earth's terminator line dividing night and day. It is uncannily convincing. During this segment, intended to be edited and played back later for the worldwide television audience, dated July 18, 1969, Neil Armstrong condemns himself as he states that he is 130,000 miles out, or halfway to the moon.
As you can see in this video, they were completely fabricating our Earth and the shape of it and everything else involved. You could just see how they're using a shadow over a window, and you could see a human arm interfere with the Earth as if it's like out in the space with the Earth. They're clearly in the spacecraft and not clearly filming a globe Earth. I really recommend you watch the whole thing and not just what I've shown you in this video. It's an hour long or so in full color, and you get to hear a lot of what the crew is talking about on how they fabricate this footage and how they tricked you into seeing a circular ball, you know, with the half of it being night, half of it daytime, whether or not they were even in the air, whether they were in orbit or flying in an airplane or in a rocket or whatever it was. They could have easily been in a studio as well with a digital projection of the Earth just outside of a circular window. Like in a studio set, you could have a window where through the window you'll see a projection of the Earth behind it, and they could have done it that way, or they could have easily just done it from an airplane, just filming from a circular window. They could have faked it that way. But if you can watch this footage and still have faith in NASA, still have faith in the system, and still have faith in your education, and have faith in something in a perspective that you've never seen and you never will see, and you'll never see the curve. And if you really are that person and then you come to a flat earther and say, like, how could you be so ignorant, and how could you ignore all the evidence of the globe? And it's just not like that. Clearly, us flat earthers are the ones doing the research here. We really wanted it to be what we were told. We wanted it to be a globe. We don't want our whole upbringing and our whole education to be a lie. This isn't like something we enjoy doing. I don't enjoy being a flat earther. I don't enjoy knowing the truth. I just am compelled to spread it and to try to wake people up to the truth, because it's something that has to be done. The truth must prevail over the negative fucking false information that we've been fed our whole life. And we all have it in us, this feeling of something that is wrong, and you know, this is where it comes from. The flat earth is what is the truth and what we've always known, and you just have to remember. It's about remembering and waking up to what you already know. You know that it's flat. It's just that you were told for so long that it wasn't, and you actually believed it because of that. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. I just wanted to share this really good video that was really instrumental in waking me up to the flat earth and just starting to get into like all the fucking lies of NASA and how they really could use camera tricks and all these other techniques to fool you. And it's really unfortunate, but that's the world we live in, and I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and if you like it, give it a thumbs up please, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I love you all.